Shalom Yasharallah. Call Halayim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bahasham Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, pushing the truth worldwide to seal up the elect of Israel from the four corners of the earth. Salute to the soldiers and the teachers and the prophets. The 144,000 men that are going to rule with our Lord Yahweh Shai when he returns. And to the men, women, and children that believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. In all righteousness, truth, and sincerity, to you I say shalom. So I got some information from a video that I'm going to show you on when I get to the block. It's something that man's never really heard about too tough, because when you go back to Leviticus and the food that we're supposed to eat and the food that we're not supposed to eat, you kind of conquered that already. Well, I figured that the elect did, the hopeful elect. Mans don't eat shit that we're not supposed to eat. That's an easy thing. That was like year one shit. Like, oh, you're not supposed to eat shrimp? Out of here. Lobsters? Out of here. That's what this is about. It's about lobsters. Because I've seen it's big business, bro. Like, so America's losing out on billions of dollars because of tariffs. So the state of Maine, their main thing is lobsters, and in Canada, PEI and Nova Scotia's main thing is lobsters. So it's a big competition between Canada and America, which is weird because I did some research, and the number one country that buys lobsters from Canada is America, which is like, why would you buy? You know what is weird? I just thought of something. When I go in a grocery store in Canada, and you look at apples, you would think our apples would be from Canada, but they're not, bro. Like, sometimes I'll look at stickers and they'll say the apples are from like South Africa, and I'm like, why are you selling me apples from South Africa when I live in Canada, bro? Like, don't we have our own apples? But it's like, yo, Canadians pick apples and sell them to other countries. So other countries are getting apples, and you're looking at the sticker, and it's like, and you'll see Canada on it. But I'm eating a fucking apple and it's from fucking South Africa. Make that make sense, bro. Or somewhere else or whatever. The world's weird. But anyways, so yo, Canada makes dollars off of fucking lobsters, bro, worldwide. And like, China and America are the number one buyers of Canadian lobsters. And since Maine lobsters have this guy just creeped up on me. I'm not really watching my mirrors too tough. That's wild. Maine lobsters have like an 8% tariff on it, and all these countries are like, yo, fuck you, we're not buying your lobsters, we're gonna buy lobsters from Canada. So they stopped buying lobsters from America, and everyone's buying lobsters from Canada, and they're marketing it as like an exclusive thing, like this is the top of top. Like, so if you go to a restaurant and they'd be like, yo, you could get this lobster, or you could get the top of top lobster from fucking Nova Scotia type shit. And everyone, you know what I mean? And everyone's like, oh, like it's a big deal or whatever. Yes, I remember what lobsters taste like. I was never really a fan, like, oh, let's go get some lobsters. I was never like that. It's like, ow, it's weird. It has a weird texture. It's nothing. The taste isn't something to fucking write home about. And when you learn what they really are, they're bottom feeder fucking. They're basically the cockroaches of the fucking, not cockroaches. They're like the spiders of the sea. Shrimp are the cockroaches of the sea. You're not supposed to eat any of them. The Lord told you, and there's a reason why. Hold up 1 second. Give me 1 second, Yasharallah. Let me just deal with this real quick, and we'll get back to it. back up real quick. This isn't going to be a long lesson. I'm just going to bring out a couple things that I found out. I could just shut her down from now, yo. Slovakia. Give me 1 second. All right. Okay, so yeah, yo. And I was thinking, yo, bro, countries make billions and billions and billions of dollars. See? Why are Canadians struggling? Like, and then they'll turn around and be like, yo, Canada's making another donation to Ukraine for $700 and something million. Or it's like, bro, what? What if a country said, you know what? Instead of sending $1 billion to Ukraine, let's give Canadians $1 billion. Divide it up and, send it to people. Yes, we get little checks here and there for like $200 or whatever. I don't know how much it costs the government to do that, but that ain't shit. And the fact that you're not supposed to eat these things, and the reason why is because they're supposed to fucking clean the ocean and keep them clean. I don't know how many fucking lobsters there are, how they procreate, or when like a lobster gives birth to another lobster, how many lobsters it gives birth to. I didn't really do that research. I should have, I could have, but I just whipped this thing together. But there's enough that fishermen can catch these things and sell them in droves to other countries and make billions of dollars off of them every fucking year. And these lobster used to be slave food, bro. They used to give slaves shrimp and lobster, and now it's a delicacy, and now it's a big time thing, you know what I mean? Hoes love fucking lobster and fucking crab and all type of shit. I never liked crab, even when I thought it was okay to eat them. I was never a fan of eating crab. Shrimp. I remember the last time I ate shrimp, to be honest. And yeah, bun that. You're not supposed to eat it. When Israel has the kingdom, those things are going to be in the water doing what they're supposed to do. And I was thinking, let's say okay, so someone might think if you didn't eat these things or take them out the water, the population would be overrun and whatever, and there'd be way too many of these things in the ocean. The ocean's humongous, first of all. But I'm pretty sure the Lord knows what he's doing and would keep the population of everything the way he needs it to be. So in the kingdom, there's going to be the right amount of everything in the world, is what I'm basically saying. You know what I mean? So, let me show you this video first, and then we'll get into some other stuff. So take this in, y'all.
We're worried about the prices going down. The Chinese have made it aware that they're not willing to absorb the cost. What if I told you that America's lobster industry, once the beating heart of Maine's coastal identity, is collapsing, while Canada enjoys billion-dollar success stories in Europe and Asia? On August 29, 2025, the numbers are brutal. Canadian lobsters now dominate 76% of China's live lobster trade, compared to just 25% for the United States. In Europe, tariffs from the Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement, better known as CETA, ensure that Canadian lobster enters markets tariff-free, while American lobster from Maine remains subject to duties of up to 8%. That small difference in cost reshaped the industry. French restaurants in Paris and Madrid changed menus almost overnight, switching from Maine lobster to homered Canadian. German wholesalers explained that when orders stretch into thousands of pounds, the savings are decisive. The impact was immediate. Canadian exporters saw contracts signed at record levels, while U.S. shipments piled up unsold. The story goes deeper than trade agreements. For families in Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island, Ottawa's trade diplomacy delivered a lifeline that transformed small fishing villages. Lobster pounds filled up, export firms grew, and small and medium enterprises thrived. According to Canada's Trade Ministry, more than 600 SME seafood exporters expanded into new European markets within 3 years of CETA's launch. For many of them, the deal meant the difference between survival and growth. Mayors across Atlantic Canada called it a turning point. It was like Ottawa handed us the keys to Europe, said Pam Mood, mayor of Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. Meanwhile, in Maine, the collapse of the European market cut much deeper than numbers. Generations who passed down boats, traps, and knowledge suddenly saw their heritage undervalued. We are not losing because our lobster is worse. We are losing because Canada outsmarted us in trade. Diplomacy, said John Hathaway, CEO of Shucks Maine Lobster. The pain did not stop with Europe. Canada's accession to the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, or CPTPP, opened new doors in Asia. Japan, Vietnam, and Malaysia all embraced Canadian lobster as a luxury product tied to culture and celebration. Tokyo sushi bars and Hanoi fine dining establishments began presenting Canadian lobster as the prestige option. By 2025, Japan alone imported more than $250 million worth of Canadian lobster, according to the Japanese Ministry of Finance. The United States excluded from CPTPP. We're worried about the price.
So yeah, you're not supposed to eat lobsters, and the heathen eat everything, bro. Dog, I sent a video to my boy the other day of a Hamite eating a fucking human's leg, bro. It was like a human's leg was sticking out of a pot, being boiled or whatever, and this bitch was just eating it off the fucking bone, bro. Like, yo, you guys are sick, bro. Like, people need to be fucking subjected and taught how to live, man, because you niggas is wildin', bro. Leave the fucking creatures that you're supposed to not eat alone. Well, the laws are only for Israel, but you know, you're all gonna live by our laws. So live it up, bro. You ain't gonna be eating that shit in the kingdom for shit. So I asked Google, how much money does Canada make selling lobsters annually? And it said Canada makes billions of dollars from its lobster sales annually, with exports worth around 2.63 billion in 2023 alone. Some reports suggest Atlantic Canadian lobster exports are worth approximately 2.9 billion annually, while other sources cite a total value of over 2 billion for Canadian lobsters exports in 2001. Then I asked who buys the most Canadian lobsters or lobster. Is it lobster or lobsters? I don't know. I think it's lobster. Like, oh, there's a group of lobster. You won't say, oh, there's a group of lobsters or whatever. Anyways, Canada makes the most money selling lobsters primarily due to its massive export of live lobsters. Oh, I was wrong. Lobsters to China and the United States. The Canadian lobster industry, especially in the Atlantic provinces, ship billions of dollars worth of product annually, with China and the United States being its two largest markets. So I was saying, why the fuck? Well, I guess Maine lobsters can't feed the whole of the United States, but I don't know. Like, if you're at war or if you're at a trade war with a country, I guess it's a money thing. Like, you buy Canadian lobsters, but you sell them for profit, right? So yeah, I guess it is a money thing. Yeah, economic money thing. I'm not an expert at trade, but I wonder if I wonder if Canadians. I should ask, does Canada buy lobsters from other countries? I don't know. Who else would they buy it from? If we have the best lobster in the world, who the fuck would we buy it from? And why would Canadians eat lobsters that aren't from Canada? Like from, I've never been on the east coast of Canada, like Halifax or Nova Scotia. Halifax is in Nova Scotia, or Prince Edward Island, or New Brunswick, or Newfoundland. But that's where all the lobster comes from, the Atlantic. So speaking of the Atlantic, I asked, hold on, there's two more. So yeah, and also I asked who buys the most lobster in the world. And it says the United States and China are the top two countries that import the most lobsters, through their roles varying depending on the type of lobster. The United States is the largest single importer of live, fresh, or chilled lobsters, but China imports the most live lobsters from Canada, which is the world's largest exporter. And I remember, so yeah, I was with my family in Barbados, seeing, not the last time I went, but the time before that. And I remember one of my cousins bought a lobster to eat. So I was like, yo, this guy's wilding. Was I in the truth then? How long ago was that? No, that was long ago. I don't even think I'm thinking about a trip. Okay, not the second last time I went. This is years ago, before I was in the truth. And my cousin bought a lobster, and I remember it wasn't like a regular so called like Atlantic lobster. These lobsters were like spiky. Like their fucking shells were spiky, bro. They look different. So there's all different types of lobsters, right? But yeah, I just remember that randomly. They're all gross. Stop eating lobster. If you're a Jake, if you want to freaking be saved by the Lord, just don't eat lobsters, bro. And I asked, so yo, these things are coming from the Atlantic Ocean. So I asked, is the Atlantic Ocean clean? See? And it says no, the Atlantic Ocean is not clean, as it suffers from significant plastic pollution, including a large North Atlantic garbage patch. Nigga, what? What the fuck is a garbage patch, bro? And other forms of pollution from sources like industrial and agricultural runoff. Like, man's just dump garbage into the fucking ocean, bro. Like, you humans are fucked. Recent studies indicate that plastic pollution in the Atlantic is much higher than previously estimated, with millions of tons of microplastics and other debris harming marine life. Like, you guys are destroying the earth, bro. The fuck you mean the ocean's this nasty? Like, bro, all body, like, I should ask, I should find out what's the cleanest water in the world, bro. Cause in Toronto, we have beaches, see? Like, there's an area called the beaches. And I guess it's Lake Ontario. Yo, people swim in it, but I would never ever swim in Lake Ontario. Lake Ontario is nasty, bro. I think New York has a beach too called Jones Beach. I don't know if people be going in the water over there either, but like, water should be clean in the earth. Like, mans don't even know what clean water tastes like. The best water I would ever, if someone said, yo, you want some water? And I said, yes. What kind of water you want? I would say Evian, because that's like the best tasting bottled water. Because you're not drinking And know what I was thinking about the other day, and I should kind of trying to switch it up. So yo, I don't drink tap water, but it's fucked up because yo, what do you make your ice cubes from? Tap water. So you do drink tap water, but I never like opened up, like I used to when I was a youth, but now in 2025 I would never open up the tap and put my cup under it and then drink it. Nothing will happen. Our water is pretty good compared to a lot of different places, but I would never do it. But at the same time, niggas do that with their ice cubes. So you basically fucking you're drinking tap water. We won't die, but I'm just saying, like, I normally catch tap water, boil it, and then filter it through a Brita. So it's twice filtered, you know what I mean? That's how I drink my water. But anyways, the whole earth is polluted, bro. Leviticus 11, 9 to 12. This is in the law of Moses, bro. The law of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He gave us this law when we were in the wilderness. See? These shall ye eat of all these shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever has fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. And all that have not fins and scales in the sea and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, that includes shrimp, lobsters, crabs, fucking scallops, clams, all the shit that people be eating. They shall be an abomination unto you. So lobsters are an abomination, bro. They shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses, but ye shall have their carcasses in an abomination. Whatsoever has no fins nor scales in the water, that shall be an abomination unto you. So catfish, yo, bro, there's this girl on my fucking Instagram. She's sexy. Bro, she loves she loves fishing, Zine. I've never fished before, so yeah, I have to give it to her because she knows how to fish. So that's like a life skill that I've never learned, that I wish I knew how to fish. It's not too late. You can learn how to fish. I just never did it. Yo, this bitch be catching beer, catfish, bro. She shows it and stuff, and it's like, ew, just the way it looks, bro. Like, why would you eat that? And she eats it. It's like, nigga, you're nasty, bro. Like, if she knew, those are like mudfish, bro. They have no scales. You can't eat them. I don't know what other fish don't have scales. Like, you can't eat a shark. You can't eat a dolphin, even though those aren't fish. Those are a dolphin is a mammal. It breathes water. I mean, it breathes air. But people will catch a fucking dolphin and eat it. And friggin' sharks and shit. Fucking Moabites love to eat sharks, like shark fin soup and shit. Yo, bro, when we're in the kingdom, man, all this cruelty to animals is gonna stop. Even the way, people like treat animals and butcher them before you eat them. You don't even know how to what's going on with the food that we're eating, basically. It's all messed up, man. It has to be fixed. So, yeah, man. It's in the laws, bro. So Esau is making billions and billions of dollars off of Leviticus 11 and 9, bro. Breaking the law, making billions of dollars. And Jake ain't seeing $1 from that. And I bet you that freaking Amalek runs the whole shit. How much you want to bet me? You know what I mean? Anyways, that was just a quick joint I wanted to bring out. I saw that video and I wanted to bring it out. I was like, yo, let me bring this out real quick. I have some other stuff to bring out, during the week. So just wanted to run that by you, by the the nation, the hopeful elect. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. So all praises, honor, and glory to you, Habashim Yahshai, Bahasham, Rakaha Kodash. And it's a blessing to like, it's a blessing that we got over diet shit quick. Like, mans aren't out here eating the worst shit. Like, mans aren't eating pigs and shrimp and lobsters and shit. It was an easy thing to get rid of, bro. Like, that was day one type shit. Like, we're not nasty. We're not eating those things. You know what I mean? I know there's other things that, that took a while for mans, like certain mans were smoking and had trouble quitting or whatever. Not me. That was another thing that I got rid of quick. Like, a habit that I got rid of quick. I never smoked cigarettes. I smoked trees. You know what I mean? And when I was smoking trees, you weren't supposed to smoke trees. Now that I'm a grown man, bro, every fucking corner you go to, you can go buy trees, bro. Like, seriously, you can just go walk in the store and buy fucking an ounce. It's like, what? Bro, you know what I had to do to get an ounce, dog? And all types of shit, bro. Anyways, all praises, honor, and glory to you, Habashim Yahshai. Double honors to the elder apostles, bishops, and elders. And 144,000 men, and the men, women, and children that believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Yahushai. Just please sup with the elect and keep the Holy Spirit on them. And we're just going to keep prophesying and chanting down this place until it's time to go. All right? Hold it down, Israel. Shalom.